Hi, we're taking a closer look at the Lewis and Irene Small Things Countryside collection today. It's a nice range full of small patterns, perfect for use either in among itself as a standalone range, or wonderful for blending. There are 15 main designs that we'll take a peek at. There is a wonderful double-edged border that we'll look at in more detail, and also some free projects too. Hi, it's Charles at Empress Mills. Today we are taking a peek at the very latest Lewis and Irene Small Things collection. It's called Small Things Countryside for this season. Small Things from Lewis and Irene, if you haven't seen them before, are an ongoing set of designs. They bring them out twice a year with various different themes, and they are just super all over, usually multi-directional. I think all of these are multi-directional prints in a smaller style. They are absolutely fantastic for blending with other ranges. It's one of the main things that Lewis and Irene create this collection for, so it will fit in with a variety of other ranges. But they also do work as a standalone set of prints. We've got some projects to show you a little bit later on, which just focus on designs from this range. So they will absolutely work as a collection to make a set project, but they are designed really with the idea of blending with other prints in mind. Lewis and Irene for this particular set have gone for quite a subdued, sort of muted colour palette, very sort of a country, softer feel to the shades. Obviously, again, thinking about them blending with other ranges, that just helps them fit in. They'll blend and tone very nicely with other prints. This is one of the little beauties from the range. You've got all sorts of you've got ducks and a pheasant on there. Have we got a pheasant? Have I invented the pheasant? I think I got mixed up between a pheasant and a hen there. But all sorts of little animals. That's country blue, they've called that shade. There's also soft khaki in it. Just there, this nice. And that's what I mean by these sort of gentle shades. It's not a rich sort of deep colour. It's got this softness to it in the khaki. And then also this colour here, which they've called warm grey. And again, it's just got, even the naming's got that feel of the country, a nice warm grey colour there. There is, moving on, these horses, which would be my little one Sophie's favourite design if she'd seen this range yet, because she is a huge fan of anything horse related or unicorns. Here we go. So again, a nice scattered print, nice all over design, little bits of detail with the horseshoe in the background and the little bale of hay as well. But again, just a nice scattered all over design, multi-directional of course, so perfect for use in all sorts of different projects with ease. It comes in this shade too. And I'll get you the names for these shades because I think they've named them really well this time. So let me just look up the horses' names. We've got Stable Blue with this one, and then we've got Latte, and then there is Country Pink coming up in a moment. So we've got all sorts of different shades. So that's Stable Blue, and then there's this Country Pink colour as well. And again, all of them featuring just that nice touch of detail in the background. Just it's not masses of detail, but it does just enhance the design that little bit, but still leaves it perfect for blending with other prints. Yes, all over there. Moving on, we have got farm animals. We've got all sorts on this print. We've got pigs and cows and sheep, and making an appearance from a past Lewis and Irene range is Hamish the Highland Cow. He's a very popular little character that keeps popping up on a variety of their prints. That's country green. This is jute in this particular colour, this particular design. So you've got this jute style coloured background, and then also this, which is warm cream just there. And again, just a little bit of detail in the back with some dots and dashes, just taking the edge off it being a completely bland background. It does just enhance it that little bit. Moving on again, we've got one of my favourites, because I'm always a fan of richer colours and things personally. We've got this with this nice blue background. We've got, I think, the footsteps. Yes, we've got some little footsteps making an appearance in the background itself on this one, and then some wellies, and of course some 4x4s and some tractors as well on there. Look at that for being careful. 4x4s, not naming any brands, and I don't get in bother. The other colourways in this, we've got this, which is a light pebble, and also more of a grey background too. But again, all nice soft tones, even that navy blue sort of background in the first one, still quite a gentle tone, so perfect for mixing with other prints. The final three, this is where I've got pheasants from, that I misinterpreted as a hen earlier, but at least they made an appearance somewhere. We've got some pheasants and deer on here, and also a little hare as well. And again, just a nice soft background design with the gentle spot, just taking the edge off it being played, just gives it that little bit of detail, but still makes it perfect, still allows it to be perfect for blending. And that comes in two softer shades as well. And I think I am right in saying that this particular shade here has been a real favourite. I think it just shows up the pheasant quite nicely, but that's been a really popular one in pre-orders. Just worth a mention. As well as the designs themselves, we've got, in fact, let me move all of this stack because I want to show you this. We have got a double-edged border in this range, which is always a popular print to have, and it's absolutely fantastic. You've got some wonderful, wonderful countryside imagery in here, and again, as you would expect from a double-edged border from a collection, it is absolutely pulling all of the different designs together. We've got the sheep and the pigs, the 4x4s, right through to Hamish making an appearance, the tractors and things. So it is a lovely design, packed full of imagery, and grades fantastically well. I always personally think landscapes work really, really well for double-edged borders. With the double-edged border, that is the length currently that you're seeing. So if I just open it up, that going across now is the width. So if you order a metre, that is the piece that you would receive. It does work absolutely fine with fat quarters, so you can order fat quarters in this as well if you so wish. And in terms of uses, double-edged borders, wonderful for quilting, of course, fantastic for cushions, dressmaking, absolutely all sorts. We're seeing it used more and more now in apparel, which is wonderful. So if you do make something, we would love to see a picture. Please please pop us a picture over either on Instagram or just email it over to me or Mum. We would love to take a peek. That's it for the main designs. Very briefly, I will just touch on the patterns that are available. I think this is particularly interesting to see, bearing in mind how I mentioned earlier, it's very much a blender collection. I've hidden them all behind this one print, haven't I? But seeing as I mentioned earlier that this is designed very much, messy one, I'll turn that around now. Very much as a blender range that would work well with other collections. I think it's nice to see that they do still work as a full set of prints themselves. So there is a quilt designed by Sally Ablett, of course. She works closely with Lewis and Irene on these, so hopefully you can see this on the screen now. That makes use of quite a few different prints from the range, as well as a couple of bumbleberries, which of course are Lewis and Irene's dedicated blender fabrics created by them to work wonderfully with their ranges. And there is, in fact, there's three of them, so wonderful. Let me show you this one. So we've got this one with more of a green style feel. Hopefully you'll see that on the screen now. Very, very much a country feel to this one, I'm sure you will agree. And that's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That uses 6 different fabrics from the range. And finally, I think this is my favourite. I've missed seeing these extra two. I've missed seeing this one. I only saw the first two. We've got this one, which is this wonderful wine bumbleberry around the outside, and again the 5 prints from the inside. But I just think that's almost picks up a richness, considering that it's quite a muted range. I think that bumbleberry just gives it, yes, a nice richness at the end. Nothing like being prepared. At least I've seen the first two though, haven't I? And yes, there we are. There is a full fat quarter pack available. We haven't done the smaller colour sets from within this range. There are some sets that you will be able to see on online in terms of picking out different groups of colours, but we've just stuck to the main pack, as Lewis and Irene haven't really created their own individual curated set with this, which is what we normally work with. But the full fat quarter pack is available, and of course you can mix and match as much as you like with all sorts of different cut sizes. I hope that's been useful. One thing I haven't mentioned, I nearly missed this in a video we did the other day as well, is actually the fabric itself. I shouldn't presume But with Lewis and Irene's, if you've used them before, you will already know. But if not, they are 100% cotton. Lewis and Irene only ever print on a grade A quality cloth, so it is a fantastic premium quality finish, lovely and smooth. And while they've created the range with quilting in mind, while the fabric's sort of quilting fabric, because it's such a lovely quality, it is wonderful for so many other projects. Cushions right the way through to apparel. You can do skirts, dresses, absolutely all sorts with this range. It will wear incredibly well, it washes well. It's wonderful for all sorts of projects, so do bear that in mind when you're taking a peek at the designs. I hope that's been of use. If you've got any queries, please do get in touch. You can leave a comment, message us through any of the social media channels, email us, or of course, don't hesitate to pick up the phone, chat to me or one of the wonderful team here at Empress. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye bye.